Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Kumusta po kayo mga estudyante? At sa lahat ng viewers. Nawa nasa mabuting kalagayan kayong lahat. Ang educational video na ito ay sadyang ginawa para matulungan ang mga mag-aaral sa kanilang pagtuklas ng karunungan sa asignaturang matematika. Ang paksa ng video ito ay geometric sequence, na kung saan tatalakayin din ang mga kaugnay na topics gaya ng end term of geometric sequence, geometric means, at sum of terms of the given geometric sequence. Ang educational math video na ito ay nakasalig sa pamantayan o standard ng DepEd ukol sa paglinang ng mga kakayahan o competencies ng mga mag-aaral sa grade 10 level. Ang basihan ng content ng video na ito ay ang mga sumusunod na MELCs o Most Essential Learning Competencies. Number 1, define a geometric sequence. Determine the end term of the geometric sequence. Number 3, determine the geometric means of the given geometric sequence. And number 4, solve the sum of the terms of a given finite geometric sequence. Ang table na nakikita ninyo ay may dalawang rows. Ang unang row ay hanay ng variable n. Okay. May dalawang row. Yung unang row ay hanay ng variable n at ang pangalawang row naman ay row o hanay ng variable na a. Ang variable na a ay function ng n. Ibig sabihin nito, sa bawat value ng n ay may corresponding at unique na value ng a. Halimbawa, kung ang n ay 2, ang a naman, which is function of n, ay 6. Yun ang ibig sabihin yan, table na yan. Kung isolve ninyo yung ratio ng dalawang magkasunod na terms, halimbawa ito, dalawang magkasunod na terms, kung isosolve natin yung ratio niyan, mapapansin na constant ang ratio. Constant yung ratio na ito sa lahat ng consecutive terms ng sequence. So, ang ratio nito ay 6/3, or that is equal to 2. Ayan yung formula. So, second term divided by first term, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Kung ang arithmetic sequence ay may constant na difference ng 2 consecutive terms, sa geometric sequence naman ay may constant ratio na tinatawag. Ito yung R na tinatawag. Okay? Pag kukunin natin yung constant ratio ng dalawang magkasunod na terms dito sa given geometric sequence na ito, mapapansin natin na yung ratio is 2. Kung kukunin din natin yung ratio ng 12 and 6, ganun pa rin. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay. 24 divided by 12, yun pa rin yung ratio niya. Hanggang doon sa last 2 consecutive terms. Ito yung katangian ng geometric sequence. Meron siyang constant ratio sa dalawang magkasunod na terms. Geometric sequence is a sequence where each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term via a constant called common ratio. Ibig sabihin yan, kung galing ka ng first term, okay, galing ka ng first term dito, para makuha mo yung second term, all you need to do is to multiply the first term by the constant ratio of the geometric sequence. So, 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin ng definition. Okay. Isusulat natin yung equation ng bawat term ng geometric sequence. Meron tayong madidiscovering katangian nito. Okay, na siyang maglilid sa atin sa pagkuha ng kanyang general formula. Okay. So dito sa magkakasunod na equation na ito, mapapansin natin na yung second term, which is 6, gaya ng makikita natin sa table, ay makukuha mo siya gamit ng value ng constant ratio by multiplying the first term by the constant ratio. So first term times constant ratio, which is 2, we can express the equation of the second term. Okay. Punta natin yung third term. So to solve for the third term, the equation is first term times r square. Bakit meron siyang r square? Ang ibig sabihin kasi niyan, para makuha mo yung pangatlong term, pag galing ka doon sa first term, ang value ng first term natin is 3, you need to multiply the first term by the constant ratio. So 3 times 2 is 6. Pagdating mo ng 6, i-multiply mo na naman yung 6 na nakuha mo by a factor of the constant ratio. So 6 times 2, ang makukuha mong product is 12. Yun yung pangatlong term. So ibig sabihin, third term equals first term times r, or by laws of exponent, first term r times r is r square. Yun. Okay. Matapos mong may sulat yung equation ng third term, pwede mo nang i-substitute yung value ng first term, which is 3. Substitute mo na sa lugar ni A1 or A sub 1. And then, isusubstitute mo rin yung value ng R dun sa equation mo. Isusubstitute mo yung value ng R, which is 2. At huwag kalimutan isulat yung square doon sa taas. Ibig sabihin yan, 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4 times 3. Ang lalabas ay 12. Yun yung value ng third term. Okay. So, mapapansin natin na kapag ang ginamit na n ay 5, yung gagamitin mo naman na exponent ng r ay mas mababa siya ng isa. Kung yun ay 5, yung gagamitin mo na exponent ay 4. Pag napansin niyo, kung ang hinahanap mo ay fourth term, so yung n mo ay 4, ang gagamitin mo na exponent ng r ay 3. Okay. So matapos mong may sulat yung working equation, yung equation na gagamitin mo, ang susunod dyan ay i-evaluate mo na siya by substituting the value of first term and then the value of the common ratio, and then evaluate it para makuha mo yung value ng hinahanap mong term. Okay. Pag yung geometric sequence mo naman ay meron siyang n term, okay, hahanapin mo yung formula niya. So para makuha mo yung formula ng n term, ito yung formula ng n term. So ito yung pinaka-formula niya. Ito ay galing doon sa observation natin dito sa ating mga examples. So sabi natin kanina na kung ang ginamit na variable is n, yung exponent ng r ay mas mababa siya ng isa. So, makikita natin doon sa exponent is n minus 1. Okay, to reflect that concept. Ibig sabihin, itong equation na ito, ang siyang magagamit natin para ma-solve anumang term meron doon sa geometric sequence. Okay, paano naman natin mako-compute yung common ratio? So, ang common ratio, mamili ka lang diyan ng dalawang magkasunod. Any two consecutive terms in the geometric sequence. But I prefer to compute the common ratio at lower values. Dito ako kumukuha ng common ratio. Mas mababa yung mga numbers, mas madaling isolve. So, by dividing the second term by the first term, makukuha natin yung common ratio. Dito, mapapansin natin na kapag kayong ginamit na n is m, yung gagamitin mo dito is mas mababa siya ng isa. Gaya ng mapapansin natin dito sa equation na ito. Pag ang ginamit na term sa numerator ay merong n na 2, yung gagamitin mo dito sa denominator ay mas mababang term. Okay, yung preceding term. Okay? So, next slide tayo. Okay, dito naman, sa mathematics mahalaga sa pagsusolution ang clarity at maayos organisadong solution. Ang layunin nito ay para malinaw ang mathematical process at madaling makita ang anumang errors. Mahalaga dito ang step-by-step process, mga estudyante. So, kailangan sa pagsusolution ninyo, kailangan maayos. Minsan, ang mga estudyante ay nagkakamali dahil mali o kaya hindi maayos yung pagkakasulat ng mga figures, yung mga signs, mga numbers na yan. So, mahalaga dito ang step-by-step process. Sa bawat step ay merong kang gagawin na nakasulat dapat. Ito ang magsisilbing guide mo para tama ang iyong solution bago ka pumunta sa next step. Dito, meron tayong geometric sequence 3, 12, 48 and merong 4 na missing terms. So, solution. Step 1. Okay. Alamin ang value ng first term. So, solve the common ratio, yung R, and then determine the first term, yung value ng first term. Okay, palitan natin yung pointer natin. So, we need to solve for the common ratio. Makukuha natin yan sa 2 consecutive terms sa geometric sequence natin. So, second term, divide by the first term, that is 12, divide by 3, ang ibibigay niyang quotient ay 4. Ito yung magsisilbing value ng R natin. So, the common ratio sa geometric sequence na nandyan sa screen ay 4. Ito yung magsisilbing R natin. And then, we need to determine also the value of the first term, given naman that is first term equals 3. In step 2, una, isulat ang general na equation ng n term. Okay, meron siyang pinapagawa sa step 2. That is, solve the missing terms. Okay, iso-solve down natin yung missing terms. Yun yung, ano ba yung mga missing terms natin? So, the missing terms are A4, A5, okay, meron magsulat sa screen, A6, and then A7. Okay, so, in order to solve those missing terms, first, alamin muna natin yung susulat muna natin yung formula ng bawat missing terms. Unahin natin yung fourth term. So, fourth term, base doon sa na-discuss natin kanina. So, palitan natin yung dito. Pag yung n na ginagamit ay 4, yung exponent ng r natin, ang r natin ay 4, is less than the value of n by 1. So, pag ito ay 4, yung exponent ng r natin ay 3. Ayun, 3. Okay. Yung value naman ng first term natin, makikita natin dito sa step 1, that is 3. Ito yun. So, substitute natin dyan sa equation ng fourth term para makuha natin yung tamang expression. So, the expression is 4 exponent 3 or raised to 3 and then multiplied by 3. So, mahalaga na alam din natin yung mga konsepto ng laws of exponent. Magagamit natin dito. Ang ibig sabihin kasi nito, itong bahagi na ito, yan, is merong tatlong 4 as suggest by the exponent na imumultiply mo bago mo imultiply sa 3. So, 4 times 4 times 4 times 3. So, ang magiging product niya is 192. And that is the value of the fourth term. Okay. Doing the same process, lang iba yung n natin. Ngayon naman ay ang n natin is what? Ang n natin ay yan. Saan na? Yung indicator natin. Pointer pala. So, our n is 5. Masyadong madilim. Ito na lang. Okay. So, to get the fifth term, isusulat muna natin yung kanyang equation. So, fifth term is equal to r raised to the power of 5 minus 1 or 4 multiplied by the value of the first term. So, the correct expression is 4 raised to 4 times 3, or that is equivalent to meron kang 4 na 4 sa 2, 3, 4, multiplied them bago mo i-multiply kay 3. So, ang makukuha natin na product dyan is 768. And then, ganun din yung procedure na gagawin mo sa pagkuha ng 6th term and 7th term. At makikita natin na ang value ng 6th term is 3,072. Ang value ng 7th term is 12,288. Pag nakuha mo na yung mga value na yan, you are now ready to complete your geometric sequence by multiplying 48 to get the fourth term. You can multiply 48 by the common ratio times 4. Ang makukuha natin is 192. Multiply 192 by 4. Makukuha natin yung 768. That is the fifth term. To multiply the 768 by common ratio na 4. Magbibigay siya ng product na 3,072. And then finally, to get the seventh term, multiply 3,072 by 4. So, makukuha natin yung value ng 7th term, which is 12,288. Okay, next. So, find the missing terms in the given geometric sequence. Okay, missing terms of a given geometric sequence. So, the sequence is negative 2, blank, blank, followed by negative 16, negative 32, negative 64. Okay, solution. Step 1. Solve the common ratio. Mahalaga na solve natin yung common ratio at saka yung value ng first term. Okay, to solve for the common ratio, kunin natin yung dalawang magkasunod na term. So, yung mas mababa na lang ang kukunin natin ito. Negative So ito yung equation yan. Fifth term divided by fourth term. And then substitute the value of the fifth term, negative 32 divided by negative 16. So ang magiging constant ratio natin o yung value ng R is 2. So that is the value of R. First term naman, our first term is equal to negative 2. Given siya. Okay, move to step 2. In step 2, solve the missing terms by using the n-term formula. Dito tayo magsisimula lagi sa pag-solve ng missing terms. Magsisimula tayo sa formula ng n-term. Okay. And then, susulat natin yung formula ng missing terms. Ang missing terms natin ay a sub 2 or second term and third term. Unahin natin yung second term. Second term, so yung R is 2 raised to exponent of 2 minus 1, mas mababa sa ginamit na n, mas mababa ng isa, and then multiplied by or multiplied to negative 2 yung value ng first term. So ang susundan lang natin yung equation ng general n term. Yun yung susundan natin. And then after substituting the correct value of R and the correct value of the exponent, correct value of first term, you are now ready to solve the value of the second term by evaluating this expression. So negative 2 times 2, the product is negative 4. To get the third term, again, do the same process. Write the equation of the third term using n is equal to 3. So dito naman, yung R natin is 2. Yung exponent niya is 3 minus 1. Mas mababa siya ng isa sa ginamit na n. So that is equal to 2. And then multiplied to first term, which is negative 2. After substituting the correct values of R and the first term, you are now ready to solve this expression. Take note that 2 squared means 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times negative 2. Product is negative 8. So if you have already solved the second term and third term, you are now ready to complete your sequence by filling up the spaces for second term and third term. Or you can do the trick. What's the trick? The trick is first term multiplied mo sa common ratio, which is 2. Negative 2 times 2, that is negative 4. After solving for the second term, multiplied it by the common ratio 2 to get negative 8. Okay, pares lang yung sa solution. And then dito naman sa example na ito, mapapansin natin na yung mga terms ay meron siyang tinatawag na literal coefficient. May mga literal coefficient dyan. Okay? Yung mga variable na merong x. At meron din siyang numerical coefficient, yung mga makikita natin na 5. And then, makikita natin na may mga missing terms na kailangan natin i-solve. By doing this step 1 and this step 2, masosolve natin. So step 1, to get the common ratio, okay? Kukunin natin yung common ratio sa dalawang magkasunod na term. Dito natin kukunin. Dito. Okay? Dito natin kukunin yung common ratio. By dividing fourth term by the third term, you can get or you can solve the common ratio. Substitute natin yung value ng 6th term ay yung 4th term. The value of the 4th term is 5x raised to 8. The value of the 3rd term is 5x raised to 6. So magka-cancel yung 5. And then, paano naging x raised to 2 yan or x squared? So ang gagawin mo dyan by law of exponent, pag parehas yung base nila, parehas na x, yung exponent naman ay magsusubtract, wherein lower exponent is subtracted from the higher exponent. So 8 minus 6, ang lalabas ay 2. That is the value of the common ratio, x raised to 2 or x squared. So yung first term naman, makikita natin doon sa given, that is equal to 5x squared. And then move to step 2. Step 2 na tayo. So first, solve the missing terms by using the n-term formula. So isusulat mo yung n-term formula. Yan yung magsisilbing guide mo para maisulat mo yung equation ng missing terms. Unahin natin yung second term. Okay. Gaya ng na-discuss natin, kung ang n ay 2, ang exponent na gagamitin mo sa common ratio, which is x squared, ang gagamitin mo ay 2 minus 1 or 1. Okay? And then, multiply natin sa value ng first term. Ito yon, gaya na na-compute natin sa first step. So, ito yung magiging correct expression. Okay? So, iwasan po natin na magkamali sa substitute ng values kasi pag mali yung sinubstitute mo na values dito, yung susunod, mali na rin. And, hindi maganda yun kasi it won't lead you to correct answer. So, dito, okay, x squared raised to 1 is x squared pa rin. And then, times 5x squared times 5x squared. So, dito, meron tayong dalawang terms pinag-multiply natin, although they are similar terms kasi pareho silang may x squared. So, 5, this one, 5 times 1 dito, that is 5. X squared times x squared, that is x raised to 4. Okay. So, the procedure is quite the same. Magkaiba lang yung n na ginamit sa equation ng 5th term at saka sa equation ng 6th term. Pero yung procedure is ganun pa rin. So, na-compute natin dito, ang value ng 5th term is 5x raised to 10. Ang value naman ng 6th term is 5x raised to 12. And then, after solving the values of missing terms, you are now free or you are now ready to complete the geometric sequence. Okay. Geometric means of the given geometric sequence. Tatalakayin na natin dito yung tinatawag ng geometric means. Okay. Para madali, ito yung mga numero na isinisingit sa pagitan ng dalawang terms ng sequence. Nagkataon lang na ang tinatalakay natin ngayon ay geometric means o geometric sequence. That is why focus tayo sa geometric means naman ngayon. So, upang madaling maintindihan ang konsepto ng arithmetic means ng geometric sequence, gagamit tayo ng halimbawa o example para ma-solve at pagkatapos ay i-review natin yung solution. Ito yung tinatawag natin na reflective learning. Okay. Ang goal natin ay mag-insert ng 3 terms sa pagitan ng geometric terms na 4 at 2,500 para mabuo yung geometric sequence. Yun yung nature ng activity na ito. Illustrative example. So, insert 3 terms between 4 and 2,500 to form geometric sequence. Solution. So, step 1, we need to write geometric sequence as shown below. Isusulat natin siya ng ganito. Okay, na kung saan andun yung 4, andun yung 2,500 at saka sa pagitan nila ay mag-i-insert tayo ng tatlong terms or tatlong numbers para mabuo natin yung geometric sequence. Okay? So that is step 1. Step 2. Okay, dapat din natin na isulat ng ganyan kasi para matukoy natin kung alin dyan yung first term, last term, etc. Step 2. Write the equation of the fifth term. Okay. Lagi natin isulat yung equation ng last term. In this geometric sequence, the last term is the fifth term. Okay. Bago natin isulat ng equation ng fifth term, we need the guide of the we need the formula of a n term or the nth term. This would serve as our guide in writing the equation of the fifth term. So fifth term equals first term times r raised to exponent of 4. Pag naalala niyo pa dun sa previous slide, kapag ang ginamit na n ay 5, yung exponent ng r ay mas mababa ng isa. So 4 ang gagamitin natin. Yan yung pinaka-working equation para ma-compute yung fifth term. And then after writing the equation of the fifth term, you may now substitute the values of the fifth term and first term. So our fifth term is 2,500. So isusulat natin sa tapat niya. So first term is 4. Susulat din natin sa tapat niya. And then yung r, since wala pa tayong r, hindi pa natin nako-compute, susulat lang natin, gagayahin lang natin yung working equation. So we will write r raised to 4. That would serve as our equation 1. And then sa step 3, from equation 1, solve the value of the common ratio. Paano natin isosolve itong r na yan? Yung r dyan. Paano natin isosolve? Yun ang gagawin natin dito sa step 3. So una, i-rewrite muna natin. Yung equation 1, i-rewrite natin na kung saan unahin natin isulat yung 4r raised to 4. Parehas lang yan. And then, we divide both sides of the equation. Ito yung equation. Magdi-divide tayo ng 4 at both sides of the equation. Magdi-divide tayo dito. Magdi-divide din tayo dito. So, if we do that, 4 divided by 4, magkakancel yan. Okay? Dito naman sa kabila, 2,500 divided by 4. Tutuloy natin sa taas. So, divide both sides of the equation by 4. Ito yung magiging resulta. But, the 2,500 or 2,500 is equivalent or equal to 50 squared or 50 times 50. So, 50 times 50 or 50 squared equals 2,500. Dito naman sa baba, yung 4, equal yan sa 2 square or 2 times 2. And then, simplify natin. You can also move the common exponent here. Yung common exponent yan, na 2. Pwede mong ilabas yan. Gawin mo, isulat mo siya ng ganyan. So, r raised to 4 is equal to, open parenthesis, 50 divided by 2, close parenthesis, raised to 2. Parehas lang yan. And, yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, pag ipra-process natin yan, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Parehas lang din yan, as the equation suggests. So, 25 square. And then, we know that 25 is also equal to, alam natin na yung 25 is also equal to 5 square. Okay? So, 5 square, square. And then, in this case, double yung exponent natin dito. So, ang gagawin nyo dito is, multiply mo yan, exponent na nasa loob ng parenthesis, doon sa exponent na nasa labas ng parenthesis. So, 2 times 2, 4. Okay? So, yan yung solution natin. And then, by extracting the roots at both sides of the equation, mapapansin mo na raised to 4 dito, raised to 4 diyan, and they are equal, meaning ang value ng r ay 5. Okay, the value of the common ratio in this geometric sequence is 5. Medyo maulan na kaya maingay. So after computing the value of common ratio, which is 5 in this problem, you are now ready to complete the geometric sequence. How? By multiplying 4 by the common ratio, 5, ang makukuha mo ay 20. Multiply 20 by common ratio, 5, makukuha mo ay 100. 100 times 5, that is 500. Now, these three terms na na-compute natin, yan yung tinatawag natin na geometric means. So, ang geometric means, next slide, are the terms inserted between two given terms of the geometric sequence. Yun yung mga numero na ini-insert natin sa pagitan ng dalawang geometric sequence. Magbibigay pa tayo ng isang mangilang halimbawa. Illustrative example, insert three terms between 16 and 81 to form geometric sequence. Ilan daw ang i-insert natin? Tatlo. So, step 1, susulat natin yung forma o yung geometric sequence kasama yung mga nawawalang terms. And in this case, the first term is 16. Second term is blanco. Third term is blank. Fourth term is blank. And the fifth term is 81. Move to step 2. Write the equation of the fifth term. Laging ang isusulat natin ay yung equation ng fifth term. So the equation of the fifth term is first term times r raised to 4. And then equation 1, substitute natin yung value ng fifth term. Ang value ng fifth term natin ay 81. So itatapat lang natin dito. Ang fifth term ay 81. Ang first term ay 16. Substitute natin dyan. And then since wala pa tayong common ratio, susulat lang natin yung R4. Gagayahin lang natin yung R raised to 4 doon. And then move to step 3. From equation 1, solve the value of the common ratio. So by rewriting equation 1 into this equation form, 16r raised to 4 equals 81. And then by dividing both sides by 16, magkakancel yung 16. Okay? Magkakancel ito. Saan na? Yung pointer natin. So this one magkakancel. Ito yung magiging equation natin. Okay? R raised to 4 equals 81 divided by 16. But we know that 81 can be written as 9 squared. Also, 16 can be written as 4 squared. So, by having that knowledge, we can also express 9 as 3 times 3. So, andun na yun. Yung 9, pinalitan natin ng 3 times 3 or 3 squared. Okay. And then, yung nasa baba, which is 4 squared, yung 4 doon. Okay. Saan yung pointer natin? 4. Yung 4 doon, palitan natin yan ng 2 squared. And then, the common exponent, nilabas natin sa parenthesis. Andun na siya. Again, ilalabas na naman natin yung common exponent dito sa loob ng parenthesis para ang magiging final na expression is 3 halves raised to 4. Okay? 3 over 2 raised to 4. And then, if you observe, parehas sila ng exponent. And then, it follows that your R here, R equals 3 over 2. Ito yung value ng ating common ratio. And then move to step 4. Complete the geometric sequence. After solving the value of the common ratio, handa ka na i-kompleto yung geometric sequence mo by multiplying the first term by the common ratio. Paano nangyaring 24 yan? Okay? Baka may magtanong, ano? So, 16 times 3 divide by 2 equals 24. Or pwede rin yung ganito. 16 divide by 2 kasi nasa denominator siya. So 16 divided by 2 is 8 times 3, 24. Okay? So again, 24 multiplied to 3 halves. Pwede rin 24 divided by 2 is 12 times 3, 36. 36 time divide by 2 times 3, that is 54. Diyan, kompleto na yung geometric sequence. So, ito yung mga tinatawag natin na geometric means. Yung mga isiningit natin sa gitna ng 16 and 81. Ayan. Okay, next slide. So, solving geometric means between two terms geometric sequence. So, dito pa rin tayo sa geometric means. Nga lang, the only difference is yung first term and the last term natin ay polynomial. Polynomial terms. Meron ng XY variables. So, asahan natin na yung mga missing terms dyan ay meron din mga variables or literal coefficients kung tawagin. So, take note that the first term is 2xy and the last term, which is the fourth term, is 16xy raised to 4. Step 2, write the equation of the fourth term or yung tinatawag natin a sub 4. Gamit ng nth term, okay, gamit nito, ipisilbing guide natin para isulat yung equation ng fourth term. So, fourth term is equal to first term times r raised to 3. Raised to 3. Okay. And then substitute the value of the fourth term, first term, and then solve the equation of r cubed. From equation 1, solve the value of the common ratio. Equation 1 and equation 1. Dito, i-rewrite natin yung equation into this form. Mauna natin isulat yung r cubed. And then from that, we will solve we will simplify the equation. Paano naging 8y cubed yan? Take note, 16 divided by 2 gives a quotient of 8. And then, in this case, okay, y raised to 4 divided by y raised to 1. They have common base. Parehas yung y nila. All you need to do to get the final term is subtract 1 from 4. So 4 minus 1, 3. By using the law of exponent. Continuation of step 3. Susulat natin yung equation na r cubed. And then take note that 8, yung 8, pwede natin isulat ng 2 cubed. Or 2 times 2 times 2. 8 din yun. Pares lang sila doon. Binago lang natin yung forma niya. And then, sa solution natin, take note that pares yung exponent nila. 2 cube, yung isa naman is y cube. You can factor or not factor. You can move that exponent at outside of the open and close parenthesis. Common exponent kasi yun. You can do that. At walang mababago sa equation. Same pa rin yung value nila. And by studying the resulting equation, by analyzing it, ang mapapansin natin is r cube 2y cube. Okay? Pag in-extract natin yan using cube root, okay? So, kuha tayo ng pointer. Okay. Cube root. Cube root mo rin. Yan. Pati ito. By taking the cube root at both sides of the equation, okay, makukuha mo yung value ng common ratio, which is equal to, so ano yung value niya? Which is equal to 2y. So after solving for the common ratio, you are now ready to complete the geometric sequence. How? By multiplying the first term by the common ratio, 2xy times 2y, so magiging 4xy square. So kailangan, kung nakalimutan mo na yung grade 7 mathematics mo, pwede mong i-review yung mga concepts na yon para maayos yung solution mo. Okay. By multiplying 4xy raised to 2 by 2y, the resulting product is 8x y cubed, and kompleto na yung iyong geometric sequence. Again, yung dalawang term na siningit natin, okay? Siningit natin dito. Bigla na. Sa next slide tayo. Okay, maliwanag na yon. Dito sa sum of terms naman, tatalakayin natin yung konsepto nito. Ngayon naman ating tatalakayin ang sum of terms of a given geometric sequence. Ang concept ng sum of terms geometric sequence ay i-add lahat ng terms meron ang isang geometric sequence. Maaring masasabi ng isang estudyante na simple addition lang naman pala. Madali ang sum of terms ng geometric sequence. Okay yun. Pwede mong masabi yun kung kakaunti ang terms ng sequence. Pero kung ang sequence ay maraming terms o kaya missing yung ibang values ng sequence, pero kailangan mo pa rin isolve ang sum of terms, medyo matrabaho kung hindi ka gagamit ng formula. So bago natin, madali lang naman yung formula pero gusto kong ipakita kung saan galing yon para naman naiintindihan natin yung formula at papaano natin gagamitin ito. Magsisimula tayo sa formula ng n term ng geometric sequence. Andun nakikita natin sa upper left. And then, gamit ng n term formula na yan, isusulat natin yung working equation ng bawat term. From first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, etc. etc. hanggang marating natin yung n term, yung pinaka huli, ito yung okay? Okay. So, ano naman yung Sn na yan? So, makikita natin na kung i-add ko lahat itong terms na yan, yung variable ng terms na yan, i-add ko lahat at i-assign ko sa, hindi ko makita yung okay, i-add natin lahat yung variable ng terms yan at i-assign ko yan sa Sn. Yung Sn yan yung sum of n terms. Ibig sabihin yan, i-add ko rin yung mga terms meron dito sa kanan ng equal signs ng lahat ng equations meron dyan. Pag ginawa natin yan, ito naman yung formula niya. Okay? So, in-add ko yung una, in-add ko rin yung nasa kanan ng equations. Okay. A1, take note that yung pangalawang term dito is R times A1. Siya lang din yun. in-express lang yung value ng second term gamit ng product of common ratio at yung first term. Also, the third term is expressed here as r square a1. Okay, parehas lang yan yung dalawang equation na yan. So, we will set that last equation as equation A. Yan. Now, kung yung equation A, ito yon, ay magmumultiply ako ng saan na equation A? Highlights natin. Wait lang. Ito yung equation A. Sn yun. Pag nag-multiply ako ng R sa Sn, magmumultiply ako sa lahat ng terms meron ang Sn. So, sa first term dito, R times A1, nag-multiply ka na eh. And then, dito naman, pag nag-multiply tayo, dito, medyo malabo na. Okay? So, magiging R times A1. Saan yun dito sa equation? Ito yun. Pag nag-multiply naman tayo dito ng R cube times A1, ito rin yun. Okay? So, yung last equation, sabihin natin na yan ay equation B. Ngayon, tutuloy natin sa taas. I-rewrite lang natin yung equation ng sum of terms. Kung isusubtract natin yung equation A, ito yung equation A, susubtract natin yung equation B, ito yung equation B, ito yung magiging kalalabasan. Ano ang mangyayari? Anong mangyayari pag isusubtract natin? So, ang mangyayari dyan, kung isusubtract natin ito doon, lahat din ng terms dito ay isusubtract natin doon. So, yun ang mangyayari dyan. Pag ginawa natin yan, ang magiging difference is yan. So, Sn minus R times Sn. Dito naman, na-reduce na siya into simple expression. Paano nangyari yan? Kung mapapansin natin, yung second term dito is R times A1. Pag isinubtract natin dito, titignan natin yung similar terms. Yung kaparehan niya. So, ito yun. Magsusubtract yan, magiging 0. Ito naman, subtract mo dyan, 0. 0. 0 yan. Hanggang sa ito, magsusubtract siya dyan. So, ang maiwan lang dyan, at the right side of the equation, of the two equation is, ito ang maiwan, at saka yung last term of the equation B. So, yan ang mangyari. Okay? Ito na yon. Yun, saka yun. Ito yun. Ito namang dalawang yan. Siya yan. Okay? So, that is the derivation. Now, since dito sa resulting equation natin, observe natin that common factor yung Sn. Dito naman, common factor yung first term. By simplifying that, pa-factor out natin yung Sn. Dito sa kabila naman, ipa-factor out natin yung first term. And then solve for the Sn or sum of terms by dividing both sides of the equation by 1 minus r. Pag nag-divide tayo dito ng 1 minus r kabilaan, ito yung magiging result ng ating division by 1 minus r. So, ito na ngayon yung gagamitin natin to get the sum of terms of a given geometry sequence. That is equation C. Tandaan natin, That is equation C. We can also simplify. Paano naman ito pala? Paano nangyari ito? So, ang ginawa niya dyan, A1 times 1, ito yon. A1 times negative R1, ito yon. Dinistribute lang niya. Pares lang yan. Pero, in solving the sum of terms of a given geometric sequence, in solving that, medyo mahirapan tayo kung yung R natin ay malaki kasi dito, meron siyang exponent na n. We need to simplify the equation. So, magsisimula tayo sa formula ng n term. Ito yon. Dito sa formula ng n term, pag nag-multiply tayo ng r, mag-multiply tayo ng r dyan, mag-multiply din tayo ng r dyan. So, ito yon. Yun na yung r. Yun na rin yung r. So, by doing that, okay, this expression becomes a1 times r raised to n. Therefore, yung term doon, siya yan. Okay. We can replace this by that. Mas simple siya, wala na siyang exponent. By doing that, makukuha natin yung equation ng sum of terms of a given geometric sequence wherein wala na tayong makikitang exponent dyan. Okay? So, para madali nating ma-recall ang equation na ito, okay, kanila naisip ko lang, pag tinitignan ko yung equation, meron akong nabuong mnemonic. So, ito, I run over 1 hour. Okay? To get the sum of terms, yun yung maaari nating gamitin na mnemonics para madali nating ma-recall yung equation. Okay? Next slide. Para matukoy natin na yung equation na yun ay tama, we need to use it. So, find the sum of the first 6 terms in a given geometric sequence. Alamin natin yung suma total. Since 6 lang naman yan, pwede mong i-calculator or i-manual addition to get the sum. But the goal of this video is for you to use the formula to get the sum of the terms in the given geometric sequence. So, step 1, determine the first term A1 or A sub 1. We need also to identify the 6th term and then solve the common ratio. Tatlo yung gagawin natin. Alamin natin yung A1, alamin natin yung A6 or yung 6th term, at isosolve natin yung common ratio. Okay, so first term based from the given is 3. So, ang 6th term naman is 96. Andun na. Common ratio, kukunin natin yan sa 2 consecutive terms na mabababa ang value. That is 6 divided by 3 equals R. Yun yung value ng ating common ratio. Now, step 2, substitute the value of the first term, the 6th term, and the value of the common ratio to equation D, yung na-compute natin kanina, yung I run over 1 hour. Okay. So nga lang, yung first term pa rin, andun siya. And then, yung 6th term is 96. Yung R is 2. Substitute natin lahat dito sa working equation ng sum of 6 terms. And then, after substituting those values, you are now ready to evaluate or simplify. So, ang makukuha natin is 2 times 96. Okay, 3 minus 2 times 96 all over 1 minus 2 equals negative 189 divided by negative 1 equals 189. Okay. You can check that check the result by adding manually. So 189 talaga. Or you can use alternative solution, yung merong exponent kanina. So parehas lang yung lalabas na sagot. Illustrative example. Find the sum. Okay. Find the sum of the first 8 terms in the given geometric sequence. Dito, ilang terms ang given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wala yung pang-7, wala yung pang-8. So, ang problema natin yung A6. So, para ma-solve natin yung sum of terms, we need to follow step-by-step procedure. First, determine the first term, 8th term, and the common ratio. So, in this case, our first term is 3. But, we have a problem kasi wala yung 8th term. Wala ito. Question. So, we need to solve that. But first, we need to solve for the common ratio. By dividing -2 by 3 consecutive terms, ang makukuha natin na R is -2. And then, with this knowledge, with these values of first term and the common ratio, we can write the equation of the 8th term, which is first term times R raised to 7. Take note that the exponent of R is always less than n by 1. So, first term is 3. Okay? The value of R is -2 raised to an exponent of 7. 2 times 2 times 2 up to 7. Ang makukuha natin ay -128. Multiply -128 by 3. Makukuha natin yung 384 negative. And then, sa step 2 naman, substitute the value of the first term, the 8th term, and the value of the common ratio to equation D. Okay. So, i-compute na natin yung sum of terms ng geometric sequence. Take note, ito yung hindi mo magagawa yung manual nito kasi wala yung 7th term. You can not solve without 7th term. But using formula, pwede pa rin ma-solve yung sum of terms. Kasi ang kailangan mo lang yung first term, yung last term, o yung term na binabanggit, that is 8th term. Kailangan mo yung R. Since meron na tayong values ng mga variables na yan, pwede nating ma-solve yung sum of 8 terms. Okay? So, by substituting those values to the equation, okay, ito yung makukuha natin. -765 divided by 3, the result is -255. You can check the result by using manual calculation, but you need to solve first the 7th term. So, medyo mas matrabaho kung hindi mo siya gagamitan ng formula. And then, you can also use alternative solution using the sum of terms na merong exponent yung R. And then, pares lang sila ng sagot. Okay, maraming salamat po. Marami pa tayong gagawing video na mathematics video. Sana po ay makakatulong itong material na ito para malaman nyo yung mga paksa sa mathematics. Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyo.